I took Jay-Z and shopped him to every single label and they all said no. I had to do it myself because my mind is powerful. And whatever I see in my mind, I can make happen.
Hey, today I got time. Just a youngin' putting to work, I'm on my grind, yeah. Training and I'm working part-time, so when I hit the league, best believe I'm gon' shine, yeah.
What's the right type of dream to set?
The one that you love, what inspires you. But don't dream cheap, because they don't cost $1. You gotta dream big. Why would you dream small? Pause. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you have the perfect, best case scenario? And it has to be a selfish dream, because you can't help nobody unless you can help yourself. Period. Unless you're 100, you can't help someone else be 100.
Have you always had a really crazy dream in your head?
Yeah, I've been living it. As a creative person, I look at my life like a movie, and I like to play different characters. I just never thought I wasn't gonna win. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, for someone to ask me and say, like, that's crazy that you always think you're gonna win, I really think that's crazy that you don't think you're always gonna win. Like, the way I see the opposite, I just don't understand why I get into a fight that you think you're gonna lose. And life is a fight every day. So why would I get into anything thinking I'm not gonna make history? I'm like a little behind schedule for me right now. I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna be Dame Dash. I didn't know what I was gonna be. At 16, I just knew I was gonna be great.
How could you be so sure?
How could you not be so sure? I'm Dame Dash. You know what I'm saying? Like, my narrative's never been losing. You know, when you start out winning and that's all you know, even when it appears you lose, if you're a winner, you're like, I just can't see myself losing. So no matter what, I'm gonna end up winning. I'll learn from it. It'll be patient, but I just don't see losing.
You realize that not everybody has that mindset, right?
It's too bad for them. People trying to control the narrative by tricking you into thinking you're not great when you really are. You know how many people have tried to convince me I'm not a superhero, and I know I am? I'm that man.
Why is that an important belief for you?
Because I'm always fighting for the culture. That's what a superhero does. Back in the Roman days, no matter how much money you had, you were not famous unless you fought for your country and won a war. For your country, for something you love. That's the guy that I've become. I don't call them losses, I call them learning experiences. But when you do that publicly and you can always land, or you always land back on your feet, the rest of the world learns from that. I try to appreciate life in the moment. I do appreciate life in the moment, because I'd be like, what if this was taken from me? Then I'd be sick. If we all said forget the money, we'd make so much more.
Probably not in the short term though, right?
But in the meantime, you're having mad fun. When you're working on your dream, money doesn't matter. If you really, truly love what you're doing, if you're doing it for the love of the art, you ain't really worried about the money in that moment, as long as you can continue to do it. I took Jay-Z and shopped him to every single label and they all said no. I had to do it myself.
Why did they say no?
Hey guys, just real quick, I know you're enjoying the video, we're gonna get back to that, but this video is sponsored by Fanatics. Now guys, the reason I've partnered up with Fanatics is not only do I have custom drip, I look fly, the second thing is I get to save money, and that's what I want to give back to you guys. It's always about giving back to the people who come in and support. So guys, you guys can get awesome merch, NBA, NFL, all type of drip at Fanatics. Hit the link in the description. Now guys, there is deals every single day, 65% off, free shipping. The more you wait, the more deals are going to go missing by you, and this is your chance to really save money and get drip at such a good price. As soon as you finish watching this video, click that link, head over to Fanatics and go copy some merch right now. All right, let's get back to the video.
Either he was too old, he rapped too fast, they just didn't have it. So we were like, we'll do it ourselves. So that's the thing. Remember when I said before, people been telling me I'm not a superhero, and I know I am, right? So if someone told you that you couldn't sell companies and do the things that you did, because to them, it's superhero shit. It's a dream that they can't come true for them. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like, you've done things that people want to do. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you, if you came with that idea to certain people, they'd say, give you 30 reasons why you can't do it. The reason why Rockefeller was good, the reason why I did what I had to do, was because I knew how to have a clear dream without anyone obstructing it. I knew how to visualize winning. So if somebody told me, you can't do that because of this, get out my dream. because that's not the last thought I'm gonna have with my dream, because my mind is powerful. And whatever I see in my mind, I can make happen. So what I'm living in is my dream. I dreamed about coming to London right now. In the past, this was a visualization. I didn't know exactly what I'd be doing in London, but I visualized doing a lot of shit, talking to a lot of people. You understand what I'm saying? So if you can't visualize winning, then you will not win. And the average person, because we're programmed not to win, 99% of us are, we don't think anyone can. So when someone does, it's amazing. But it's just a program. As soon as you're born, you know, I've said this before, you don't know about fear or what to be scared of until someone tells you what to be scared of. And a lot of what people tell you to be scared of is to actually be successful and dream and be independent and be on your own. You know, what would you, like if you were a conniving person that wanted to take over the whole world and you had that kind of power, but you had to program everybody, the first thing I would do was take everybody's kids as soon as they wake up and program them for 8 hours a day on what I want them to do. I want you to go to college. I want you to get a job. I want you to work until you're 70. I want you to be unhappy. I want you to have debt. I want you to go get a loan to go to college. And then I want you to work that off. And if you don't go to college, then you make your parents' dreams into a nightmare. Why would you put a kid in a room behind a desk when the sun is out for their whole entire childhood? Not put them in front of water or ocean or anything that inspires them. Dim lights. If you notice, schools, jails, and hospitals all look exactly the same. Why wouldn't it be in something inspiring? Why? Because it's a program to keep us controlled. I paid for my daughter's college, right? But I told her, you don't have to go to college. She wanted to be a model at the time. Those 4 years would have been the prime years for her, because her education cost $250,000. I would have way preferred to just give her $250,000 as a salary, or at least invest $250,000 in a business for her. You know, I tell my son Lucky, he's in college right now, and I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, I just did this with your sister. If I'm paying for college, you're gonna listen to your professor, but you're gonna have to listen to me too. I have to be able to tell. Now, this is my first lesson. Tell me what your dreams are. What's your dream? And it's the hardest question for him to answer. They don't teach dreaming in school. I hate negative people. If you're negative, you gotta get away from me. And there are people that come negative, pause, because that's just what they've been raised, but they're skilled. And it hasn't worked out because of that. Because it's just like you just lead with negative first. You know, if the first thing, if I have an idea, the first thing you want to talk about is the problems with it, then we got an issue. There's a time to talk about problems, but not while I'm dreaming.
To be a winner, you have to know 100% confidently that you're gonna win. Always. And that if I don't win now, it'll just take a little longer. It just means I need to fight a little harder. So sometimes people don't know what the goal line really is. They think it's on the 30. That shit is on the 50. You got to do a couple more yards. Like, you can't gauge how hard you're going to work for your dream because it's a dream. You don't know how hard it's going to take. You just know you'll do whatever it takes. But because it's a dream, you enjoy it. So it's fun. You know what I mean? At least that's for me.
Please make sure you go and hit the link for Fanatics, guys. Look, you see, I ain't making this stuff up. This is custom drip, $40, $30. You guys can head over, press that link. They have 65% discount, and you don't want to miss out. If you take long to hit the link, you're gonna miss out on the discount. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Save money and you look good like me. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. I'm also gonna see you guys at the Rabasha Family Podcast. There you go, baby.
Hey, today I got time. Just a youngin' putting to work, I'm on my grind, yeah. Training and I'm working part-time, so when I hit the league, best believe I'm going